Hey guys, CB Warrior here again, just doing another common uh, internet base review of how to 3-star, and we're going to be looking at this base that Itzu made. And I know that there's a bunch of videos out there right now about this base, but I'm going to kind of just put my own spin on it and my own breakdown of it. But one of the things that you will learn from watching other videos is that this bottom compartment is where you want to queen walk. Um, Pushing her in to that middle section gets her a lot of value. There's generally Teslas and traps down there, and it kind of creates a nice path for your hybrid later on. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to bring my Yeti blimp without a rage, I believe, into one of these side compartments, and that kind of just pushes her the other way. And then I'm going to drop my king up on the sides with my hybrid kind of going in between, to get into this backside, the queen, the scatter shots, while with heals and spells. So we're going to go ahead and watch this. You're going to see my queen come down here after a test loon and a test wall breaker. The wall breaker pulls out the small bombs and the Teslas. Two loons with a third one close behind. The first two pull out seeking air mines. I'm going to drop a wizard here, I believe, as well to help out the queen. I pull another small bomb there. Guys, whoops, a little bit late on that rage. Gotta get it down a little bit sooner, but I get the wall break in, so she's going to step in. Fortunately, she's going to get through that town hall without me having to use another rage. Guys, gotta be a little bit quicker on that rage. I remember that when I made that mistake, I was like, oh crap, I'm screwed. Now she's not going to get through that single target inferno. But she does. Here comes the blimp. I do end up using a rage for it. I hit this base so many times in Legend League, guys. Sometimes I use the rage, sometimes I don't. Kind of depends on the approach I take. But as you can see, that single target inferno was distracted by the Yeti. So I actually didn't even have to use a freeze on it. So right now she's actually doing fairly well. The poison comes down to help. My king is going to come down here in a second, followed by the hybrid. Baby drag there to kind of help. And I'm going to bring my troops right through this section. Now, guys, sometimes what you'll see is some of the other guys, they'll bring the king in up here. And then if they're not running a blimp, they'll bring a barracks in up here. And the barracks will clean out that, the king will clean out that, and then the troops will come in down between. I have mixed results on that. I've 3-starred a few times, and then I've completely failed on others. The queen entry is really, really important. But I like actually coming in from this direction more because typically what ends up happening is, like, if I come in from this top side, is I start running out of spells. Because invariably something goes wrong and the eagle targets my miners and stuff instead of my king, and they end up getting wiped out too early, or I end up using all 3 of my spells from my army in this area, and I don't have enough for the backside. My queen ends up getting roasted by one of the single target infernos. I just find it's not as reliable. So coming in with this way, I've taken out 2 single target infernos, and then my miners and hogs will take care of that third. I'll have my spells coming through here, and even though they're going to spread out as they get into this section, the Grand Warden will get through the 2 giant bomb towers. Wow. The scatter shots and the queen and royal champ. So if I have to use all 3 of my spells, at least I'm going to get through that section with not too much damage on the back side. So that's kind of more of my thinking, and I think in the future when I hit this base, this is going to be the template that I use for it. But I'm going to go ahead and continue. Now, unfortunately, my king kind of starts pathing towards that gold sturge. I want him to survive, so I actually drop that poison. Hogs come in slightly delayed again, because guys, you don't need to be dropping them right away, especially if there's a storage or something in the way. I pop my king ability to try to keep those miners pushing in as much as I possibly can. So they're going to redirect here. Grand Warden ability goes off. I miss a few of the hogs there, so they kind of got a little bit roasted. But almost all of my miners are in there and surviving. Queen goes down. Royal Champ also went down there to the miners. Those miners approaching that second scatter shot are in that heal. And when they go under, my Queen actually picks up the aggro. So those miners are just going to continue to work their way through. Royal Champ has used her ability, but she's still pretty healthy with almost no defenses left. And as you guys can see, I have absolutely crushed this base. So when you're facing this in war or something like this, this is how you want to do it, okay? It's a safe 2-star, bringing your queen in like that. Percentage isn't hard because the Yetis are going to take out one whole section there, and that leaves a lot of cleanup on the side. Bringing your king and then your kill squad towards this other section just kind of opens it up. And guys, you're already at 50%. If you use your spells and your Grand Warden ability well, this base can be easily 3-starred. So there you have it. Hope you guys can use this in the future, and have a good one until next time.